Murphy. Then there's Sadiq Bey. Then it's Herb Jones. And it's Queen in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Utah, we've got Lauri Markkanen. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then it's Bailey. And it's George in at the point. Doris, when you look at the numbers for both of these teams, you have to be impressed with their assist totals.
Oh my goodness, yes. No hero ball in this one. These are two groups that are focused on moving the ball and getting as many high percentage looks as they possibly can.
Inside, here's Nurkic. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, everyone knows foul line and down is where Yusuf Nurkic does his best work.
Williamson with it. Really played well against Golden State in his last game. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Bailey's shot is off. Here's New Orleans now. Williamson looking around. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Williamson's got his second basket on the night.
A monster down low. Zion is scary.
George outside. Pass to Markkanen. And the layup falls.
Boy, Markkanen uses his size to great effect down low.
Here's Queen, defended by Nurkic. It's stolen by Nurkic. Williamson against George. Pass to Nurkic. George outside. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. In terms of his team's scouting report, Zion Williamson is at the top of it. He raved about Zion's blend of skill and strength, telling me, I don't think there's a stronger guy in our league. Plus, he can put it on the deck and finish at an elite level. Zion is like a freight train coming right down the lane. Brian, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Filipowski. His last outing, we saw him score 13.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Good on the bucket. Williamson's got 6.
What a play by Zion. He's a big man with quick moves.
Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
And Nurkic with the block.
Boy, that's great anticipation by Yusuf Nurkic. He saw what they were trying to do and snuffs it out.
And that one's good. Markkanen.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Williamson outside. On the wing, Jones takes the 3. Queen, the pass to Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
So strong inside. Zion fighting through it all.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And that one's good. Markkanen. And here's Williamson. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. It's a 3-point game. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, they eat that one.
Whoa! A big finish right there.
He destroyed the rim. And that's what we've come to expect from Zion. Exactly.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. The Jazz have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Pass to Nurkic. George outside for 3. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Williamson outside. Williamson throws it down.
He has such an impressive night for Zion. He has the ability.
Utah's gone 2 of 5 from deep. George passes to Nurkic. Blocked! And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
It's George on the wing. A guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Here's Queen. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
You can tell Zion values sharing the ball. He knows he can't win it alone out there.
Pass to Bailey. Back to George. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. George has got 5 points.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Williamson, left side. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Saddiq Bey.
And he's really shot the ball well from the charity stripe recently. He's stepping up to the line with confidence and just burying those shots in bunches. It's been encouraging to watch his development.
Here's George. 5 points in the game. Pass to Markkanen. And here's Nurkic. To the middle. Here's George. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 7 points in the game.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
Here's Queen. To the paint. Here's Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Now here's George. He's got 7. Nurkic a screen on Jones. Back to George. Jones grabs the board.
Boy, these are the shots you have to make. If you don't capitalize, you are letting the defense off the hook.
Pass to Queen. Here's Williamson. Queen, pass to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. For Utah, they've gone 8 for 14 from the floor. Now George. Now Markkanen. Pass to Bailey. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Saddiq Bey.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Utah shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Sensabaugh is checked in for Jusuf Nurkic, and it's Collier in for George. And he sinks the second. And tonight is the first of a 2-game series between these teams.
BA, we don't see it a lot, but you do see it occasionally. And the reason it's fun, it's almost like a mini playoff series.
And he gets the bucket.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
Utah trailing here. Pass to Markkanen. 4-3. No good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Now here's Williamson. Defense right on him. To the inside. Here's Bailey. Pass to Collier. Here's Bailey. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. And here's Williamson. Lets the three fly, and Trey Murphy gets a three. And it's a 4-point New Orleans lead.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
All right,
A different look for Utah. Love is checked in for Lauri Markkanen, and it's Vince Williams in for Bailey. And then for New Orleans, Jordan Poole, he's checked in for Bay, and it's Fears in for Jones. Here's Collier. 17 points in his last outing. Pass to Sensabaugh. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. New Orleans leading by 4. To the wing on the left. For 3, Fears. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Filipowski. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. We look at the last month's premier teams on the fast break. The Pelicans, number 1.
They've been playing at a fast pace with plays to their strengths.
Sheboy's checked in for Utah. Conchar comes in for Filipowski. Puts it up off the inbound. And no problem from Williamson as he finishes. 20 points for Zion Williamson.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Sensabaugh, guarded by Poole. Pass to Williams. To end the drought. They get it back. Tries again. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. The speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And the free throw, no good. Well, Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
Here's Fears. In his last outing, 8 points for him. He can't get it to go.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Conchar can't hit.
Oh, he had all the room he needed, just failed to convert it.
Pass to Queen. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Williamson, left side. For 3, Fears. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Williamson's got his 3rd assist of the night. Jazz trail by 7. A minute 31 left to play in the first quarter. Collier, no good.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Zion Williamson is a force offensively, but now he's applying his physical gifts to the other end of the court. He said, quote, "Teams were hunting me on defense. Watching the film, I didn't like that. I just started taking a lot more pride in it, working on it so I can hold my own." Back to you, Brian.
Locking in. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Tries a 10-footer, and he hits the jumper for two.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Williamson, and the foul is called. He missed him, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Even as much as we've seen him, we still marvel at the power of Zion around the basket. It's hard for a defender to deal with this kind of strength.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. First free throw is good. And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Grant. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have two gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle.
Love is checked in for Utah. George comes in for Williams. Williamson hits them both.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
Love a screen on Williamson. From behind the arc. And Kevin Love, good for three. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Poole against George. Pass to Fears. There's a screen. And the Pelicans miss again.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a three of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Zion Williamson has been on display for the Pelicans. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from New Orleans, what do you guys think?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Jordan Poole out there with Fears. Then there's Kevon Looney, then Atiib Misi, and it's McGowan's in at the three, small forward. Driving in, Sensabaugh. On the wing, Conchar. George outside. No good on the three. And so it's Poole with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. They lead by 4. The crossover. Work in the interior.
Really good example of Jordan Poole using his skill to create the needed separation.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Sensabaugh, no good. New Orleans leading by 6. Pass to Fears. Jacks up a 3. Conchar pulls it in.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy, because obviously another miss here.
Here's Collier, taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Pass to Sensabaugh. Love for three. Knocks it down from distance. Love's got 6.
You have to stay attached to Kevin Love when he is out in space. This guy's three-point ability is one of his greatest weapons.
Poole from long range. Here's Looney. Oh, look at Looney at the rim.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Love against Looney. Love inside. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Boy, great awareness from Kevin. Knows the shot clock is dwindling. Bails out his team with a score.
So timeout called here. The first for New Orleans. Doris, offensive rebounding was down for a few years, but it's making a comeback.
What teams realize, Brian, is that you can absolutely corner crash, create extra opportunities for yourself without putting your defense at a deficit.
Different look here for Utah. Shibwe comes in for Love, and it's Vince Williams in for Sensabaugh. And then for New Orleans, Zion Williamson is checked in for Looney. Sadiq Bey comes in for Misi, and it's Jones in for McGowan's. Here's Spears, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Pass to Bey. Now here's Williamson. Oh, Zion! Just a bully inside.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Shibwe. Now Conchar. He's covered by Bey. Fades away. Conchar can't hit.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Williamson inside. Oh, he drains it after the contact. What a shot from Zion.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Collier. Pass to Shibwe, and he jams it home with authority.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Poole looking it over. Williamson, it's good on the putback. Williamson's got 28.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Here's Shibwe. Pass to George. Over Poole. And it's Utah scoring again.
And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
And here's Williamson. Now Poole. Here's Spears. Just 5 to shoot. And the 3 off target.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Kicks it to George. Pass to Collier. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Buries it from 3. And now just a 2-point New Orleans lead.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
New Orleans calls timeout. A big group substitution here for Utah. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Shibwe. Filipowski comes in for Conchar. Markkanen's checked in for Williams. And Bailey subbed in for Collier. And the Pelicans also making a change. Queen, he's checked in for Poole. Here's Fears. Williamson outside. Pass to Queen. Back to Williamson. Nurkic with the ball. George outside. Over to the left wing. Markkanen from long range. And it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Williamson with it. Working on Filipowski. Bay from long range. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. Bay's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. George passes to Bailey. The 3 is up. And the 3-pointer goes.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
New Orleans has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. To the right side. Williamson, right side. Pass to Fears. 6 to shoot. Jones sets a screen. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now Filipowski. Here's Bailey. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Shoots from 12. Utah grabs the miss. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Here's Williamson. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a 3-point play. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. Collier, he's checked in for George. Trey Murphy, he's checked in for New Orleans. Jazz trail by 4. Pass to Bailey. Now here's Filipowski. Here's Collier, covered by Williamson. Filipowski sets a screen for 3. Collier. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Queen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The best thieves in the league. The steals leaders over the last month. In the 3rd spot, Isaiah Collier.
His defensive focus has been superb these last few games, continuously finding ways to strip ball handlers and upset the offense.
For Utah, they've gotten 8 of 13 shots to fall in the 2nd quarter. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Fires the 3. And it's Queen with a rebound. Now here's Williamson. Give him 31 now. Clock at 6. From the wing, Utah grabs the miss. Now Filipowski. Still no points. Nurkic, a screen on Jones. Markkanen outside. Fires the 3. Missed it. 4 for 8 in the contest.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Williamson. From outside the arc. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
And here's Markkanen. Here's Bailey. A shot to stop the run. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got his 4th rebound in this one.
They are just owning the boards right now.
And stolen by Markkanen. In transition. And it's Filipowski. That time on the assist by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 3 assists now in this one. The Pelicans lead by 6. Queen, pass to Jones. Williamson outside. Back to Jones. Pulls up on the wing. And he misses again. Now 0 for 3.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
Here's Filipowski. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Williamson, right side. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Collier. No good, off the front rim. And here's Markkanen. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 4. Offensive rebound. The 3 is up. And that's good. Collier for 3. Collier's got 8 points.
Great vision out to the perimeter. You know the spots on the floor where the release points are. That is beautifully done. Williamson
passes to Bay. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Nurkic. The Jazz shooting the rock well in the second quarter. 55% from the floor. Markkanen outside. Pass to Nurkic. For 3, Collier. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Queen, pass to Williamson. Oh, wow. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
And here's Bailey for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Jones has got his 5th rebound in this one from deep. And Trey Murphy gets a 3. And it's a 3-point New Orleans lead.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Pass to Bailey to the left side wing. Here's Nurkic. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
Zion Williamson has been on display for the Pelicans. He's been an offensive force, now with over 30 points after the quarter. Back after this.
Hello, everybody. We all like close games, and tonight's matchup with the New Orleans Pelicans does not disappoint. Fellas, what's the energy like in the locker room when you're in a game like this?
Kenny didn't even have locker rooms when he played. He was shooting in peach baskets and riding his horse to the game.
Shaq, I'm not much older than you. I'm only 7 years older.
Lies, Kenny. You're making this stuff up. Lies.
You know, I couldn't make this stuff up even if I wanted to. Now let's get into that first half. The story so far has been the impact of Zion Williamson.
He's wrecking those boys in the lane. They look worn out and defeated. That's how I used to do it.
Yeah, I knew somehow you was going to bring this back to you, but I don't disagree.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
So far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. It has been a clinic out there by Zion Williamson.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And here's New Orleans now. It's a one-point game. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Jusuf Nurkic. Then there's George, then it's Bailey, and it's Markkanen in at the 3. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds now. Bailey, the pass to Filipowski. Down low. And there's Bailey. That one's good. On the assist by Filipowski. Bailey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Over to the wing. Here's Williamson. Rebounded by Nurkic. The Jazz shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. George outside to the paint. Here's Filipowski. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And now a 3-point Jazz lead.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Doris, while he's selective about it, Jusuf Nurkic has added a 3-pointer to his game.
I think if you're a big in the modern NBA, you understand that your game is always about adapting to what's next. And listen, you have to be selective if you're just adding this element, but Jusuf Nurkic trying to evolve.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Back to you.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Outside Jones. Back to Williamson. Six on the shot clock. Unloads from 13. Utah grabs the miss. Filipowski's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
Pass to Markkanen. Oh, look at the flush from Markkanen.
This is a 7-footer with some big-time vertical. Markkanen makes that look effortless.
Williamson against George. Out to the wing. Puts up a 3. And Trey Murphy gets a 3. He's got 11.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in 3-point territory, and he drills it.
Bailey, the pass to Markkanen. George is screen on Jones. George outside. Takes a 3. And it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Nurkic against Williamson. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Now let's see who the best rookie rebounders have been during the last 10 games. 3rd is Kyle Filipowski.
The coaching staff has to be happy with how determined he's looked lately. No letting anybody come between him and the boards out there.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. George scanning the floor. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 13.
And just muscling it in. George, very aggressive.
Pass to Williamson. Williamson is double. Right side Jones. 5 to shoot. For the lead. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Wow, Keontae George flashing those handles. Nasty stuff.
And here's Williamson. Give him 35. Outside Jones. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist. Jones has gotten his first basket of the night.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Pass to Bailey. There's a screen by Nurkic. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. To the middle. Here's Williamson carving out space. Zion.
Oh, he's putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Bailey. It's stolen. And they're on the break. Here's Bay. And the dunk by Bay.
Yeah, flashing that athleticism. Bay really packs a punch on these dunks.
Marketing outside. George passes to Filipowski. George sets a screen. Marketing outside. There's the 3. Ooh, Marketing confident from long range.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Williamson outside. He takes it in. And that one's good. Williamson's got 39.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Utah moving the ball around. Marketing from long range. And Bay pulls it down. New Orleans is gone. Only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Williamson against Nurkic. Pass to Queen. Outside for Bay. Outside Jones. Here's Queen. And the layup is good off the glass. And now a 3-point New Orleans lead.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
George passes to Nurkic. Marketing outside. Here's Bailey. 10 points for him. Launches it. And it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. So Jones will go to the free throw line. It goes on Keontae George. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for New Orleans.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside, whatever it takes to get it to go.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Sensabaugh comes in for Nurkic.
One shot.
And it's Collier in for Bailey. Fears he's checked in for the Pelicans. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Collier. He's got 11. Marketing with it. Pass to Collier. 5 on the clock. For 3, George. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
Now here's Jones. Here's Queen. He has 6. Here's Fears. Got it. Fears has got 8 points. Utah's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Pass to Sensabaugh. And here's Markkanen. 3-pointer. That won't go. Making him 6 for 12 from the floor now. Here's Fears. Here's Bay. He's guarded by Markkanen. Fades. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
Right there, Bay just taking what the defense allows. Good shot.
George outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. 11 points in the game. Markkanen left side. There's the triple. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now here's Bay. Right side Jones.
Jazz foul call.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
At the line for the Pelicans, Herbert Jones.
Shooting 2.
2 shots.
He's off on the first. A different look here for Utah. Kevin Love's checked in for Filipowski. Conchar comes in for Markkanen. And it's Vince Williams in for George. And then for New Orleans, Misi comes in for Queen. And it's Jordan Poole in for Bay. And the second free throw is good. Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Love. Here's Collier. Shot clock at 5 from downtown. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Poole. From the arc. Williams grabs the board. Utah has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Here's Collier. Back to Love for the tie. And the layup is good. Love's got 10.
And you can tell Love is used to being covered and covered well, because when this guy's focused, he's going to score no matter what.
On the wing, Jones. He has 6. 2 points. That one goes. Jones has got 8 points in the quarter.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Pass to Williams. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Murphy.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
Utah shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Williams. Williams is checked in for Utah. And Williams drops them both. There's a minute 12 left in the third quarter. Pass to Fears. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Poole left side. Oh, what an effort by Poole!
Jordan Poole says, I might be slight of frame, but I've got enough toughness to absorb this contact.
Here's Sensabaugh. to Williams for the lead. Knocks down the triple. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's Fears. Give him 8. Out to the right wing. Williamson outside. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
Isaiah Collier.
The Jazz on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Sensabaugh, guarded by Poole. Here's the 3. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Jazz, up 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Come on, fans. It's the
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Jordan Poole, Zion Williamson out there with Yves Missi. Then there's Fears, and it's McGowan's in at small forward. Williams' shot is good.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Pelicans trail by 4. Pass to Missi. Williamson outside. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. It's stolen by Love. Conchar outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. Love, a screen on Poole. George passes to Love. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 5th assist in this one. Right wing. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And that one's good. McGowan's.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Love, a screen on Poole. Sensabaugh, no good. Pelicans trail by 3. It's Poole on the wing. Conchar covers. Here's Fears. To tie it up. Williams grabs the board. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Back to Conchar. Over Poole. Conchar can't hit.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
Pass to McGowan's. Now here's Williamson. Williams defending. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
personal foul. First 2.
Yeah, hard not to foul Zion inside. He's just so broad and so aggressive.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Jazz.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
No good on the free throw. Utah making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. And the Pelicans also making a change. Queen's checked in. Good on the second one.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
George outside. Markkanen from long range. The Jazz again can't hit.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Shot clock at 6. And again, New Orleans, no good. Utah leading. Conchar, pass to George. Back to Conchar. Pass to George. Into the lane. Banked it in off the glass. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
This is why you select Keontae George. This guy is very capable of huge offensive nights.
Here's the pick. Here's Williamson. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. A different look here for Utah. Filipowski, he's checked in for Conchar, and it's Collier in for Sensabaugh. That's good from Williamson. Here's Collier. Filipowski in the post. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Williamson outside. Pass to Poole. Shoots over George. And the Pelicans miss again. Jazz leading by 3. To the inside. Filipowski, the pass to Williams. Here's Collier. It's Markkanen on the wing. Fires for 3. Rebounded by New Orleans. Queens got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Nice move. Kicks it out to Williamson. Pass to Fears to tie it up. Williams grabs the board.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
With the drive. George against Poole. George's shot is good. And now it's a 5-point Utah lead.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
The Pelicans call timeout. You got to like what Keontae George has done in this one.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
And your Houston squad.
Bailey's checked in for Collier. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what James Borrego was going over with his team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Williamson against George. Uses the glass on the layup. Williamson's got 47 points.
Hey, he's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
George finds Markkanen. Pass to Filipowski. Back to Markkanen. Just 5 on the clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. No good on the triple. Pelicans trail by 3. Now here's Williamson. Ooh, Zion with the flush.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
George sets a screen. And here's Bailey for 3. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1 3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Pass to Bay. To take the lead. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's George. Throws it up high. It goes up, and Markkanen throws it down. Pelicans trail by 3. Williamson outside. Pass to Bay. To tie it up. It's rebounded by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Here's Bailey. Outside, Williams. Off target from 3-point range. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 11 so far in the 4th. Williamson outside. Inside. Here's Queen. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And you can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
And that one's good. Markkanen.
Well, this shows you how dynamic Lauri Markkanen is as a scorer. If he feels good, boy, the numbers come in a hurry.
Pass to Bay. Here's Jones. Williams defending. Williamson outside. Bay from long range. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Bailey. Filipowski sets a screen. With a step back. Again, Utah good for 2.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Pass to Bay. Bay with a screen to the inside. Unloads. And the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
Wow, look at Bay digging deep and finding the much-needed basket.
Now George. Bailey. Yes, sir, with the 3.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in the second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
For 3. Cash from downtown.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused.
Okay, fans, Fletcher.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Utah. And here's Filipowski. Banks it home. Big shot.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Williamson. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. Jazz leading by 5. George outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the 4th. 5 on the clock. Filipowski in the post. Bay's there. Ooh, it misses. And so it's Bay who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Now Williamson. The ball's knocked loose. George with a steal. .125 left in the 4th quarter. Now Nurkic. They double him with Bay. Now Markkanen. He launches. Ooh, it doesn't go.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Bay outside. Zion. Oh, the long ball, no good.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
George. Oh, touches it off the glass.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
New Orleans calls timeout. They're losing by 7. Williamson. From deep. It's money from deep.
Well, Zion's so good inside. The defense collapses on him, but he has the awareness to kick it out.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
George draws the double. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Nurkic. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Sadiq Bey. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2, Yusuf Nurkic.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Timeout called. The Pelicans. 20 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Shoots a 3. The 3 ball is down.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Bailey.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from three.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
For your Jazz, Deontay George. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
So we see Utah get the win here. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian.